Hey, Christian Lee here for Earworm Digital. We're here with, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Nick from Medium Build.
And Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yeah, love San Diego.
I know, that's cool. It's good to see you. Yeah,
Good to see you again.
You've been to San Diego for a while.
Yeah.
Off camera, we found out that we do know each other. That's so funny. But let's talk about the tour, because, that's why we're here. And so the tour basically just started for you. You did a few dates, and the last one was Arizona, right? Phoenix?
Yep, Phoenix last night.
Yeah. How's it been so far?
Really, really good. Positive crowds, singing along, like kind of our most interactive crowds so far of the Medium Build era. So very exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you actually, because you were in Europe earlier this year too, right?
Yeah.
Opening for Holly?
Yeah.
And by the way, the song you guys did together, I love that song too.
Thank you. Yeah. Holly's crowds are amazing. Very sweet, very gentle, very good listeners. My crowds have historically been a bit more kind of rowdy, and now I feel like we've gained some sweet fans. Last night in Phoenix, they were pin drop. I almost was
wow,
what's up with y'all? Are y'all okay? So it was good. Yeah,
and that's a little bit rare to see more from the U.S. crowd, so that's sick.
I know. In Phoenix too. I've seen a lot of crazy crowds in Phoenix, man. So no offense, Phoenix, but y'all are historically bad shit.
And so you dropped your latest record last month, correct?
Yeah.
And yeah, Country. And I've been following you since I've been a fan since Wild, and I love Share. That's my all-time favorite song.
Yes.
But this one I still love a lot too. But obviously it's a different sound, and it's cool as an artist. You keep growing. But what inspired more of this folkish country sound?
I think I just got tired of being in the studio redoing songs over and over again. Kind of I was if you've been in since the Cherry times, there's a lot of synth. I spent a lot of time in the synth world, and I think I just kind of wanted to see if I could make something that sounded good, just drums, guitar, bass, vocal. Really simplify the process. Kind of take notes from the sort of Steve Albini thing, just set the mics up and play the fucking song and see what works. So I don't know. I mean, I love country music, but I love fucking 80s synth and dance, and so I think it's just a little detour, a little hang out here, and then see what happens next time. And
you've been all around, at least the U.S., from Georgia, Tennessee, Alaska, and, everywhere around. And I want to show you someone that you met during your time in Tennessee. And what's
up, JB?
JB. So how did you two meet?
Julien and I met, I must have been 19 or 20, and in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I was playing this sort of classic college town bill, and there's this band on the bill called the Star Killers, and they were coming from Memphis. Everyone was like, yeah, they're teenagers and they're amazing, and I was like, fuck. I was really intimidated. I was scared, and they were kind of the headliner, and they were also the touring band, so it was throw all the money at the touring band, and we were just playing our local haunt. And so we played, and they were so young they had to stand outside the venue so they could play.
And
so
then they get kicked out often.
Yeah, so they're sitting there at the door watching our set, and just these little cherubim, little 17-year-olds, just all smiling. They're just bobbing, and they're all giving us oh, that's so sick. I was like, oh my god, these kids like me, I'm valid, And that was Julien and Matt and Creech and Austin. And that was the Star Killers, man. And then they invited us to come on tour with them. So we did the classic, just DIY punk house show tour. And then we put out a split. It was also very kind of emo kid.
That is very DIY.
Yeah, we did each band submitted 2 songs. We did a split. So we had CDs of the split, and we were selling that on tour. And we played a parking lot storage unit. Literally opened up a storage, rolled up the door and played in there for 10 kids in Dothan, Alabama. Yeah, JB's the homie.
And obviously, it sounds like you've obviously gone through many different sounds, but what artists, what bands inspired you to make music, inspire you just to keep playing?
Well, it's all different eras, right? So from that time, we were doing kind of the poppy, punky, emo-y thing. It was Say Anything and Page of the Lion, Dave Bazan. That was a big input for Julien and I, was Page of the Lion. And then, for me, lyrics, coming from mean, I was a big Tom York kid, like listening to a ton of Radiohead, and then I got into Randy Newman and like the sort of storytelling stuff. So that's kind of where I feel like on country, when I go into those sort of like folky stuff, it's like me trying to do Roger Miller and Tom Waits and Randy Newman and James Taylor and stuff that like my mom would listen to. And yeah, I mean, I'm just any input. I just want to feel, I've been listening to a ton of fucking New Order, right? Like I'm in this my little like dark wave thing right now in my head, but it doesn't always translate into the records. It's for a couple of years. So
all right. Well, usually I ask this part where we become friends, but obviously we're already at that point. And so I'm going to speed run a little bit, and I have some gifts for you.
I love it.
And I want you to explain if there's any meaning behind them. First one you did mention, and that's James Taylor.
Hey! Wow.
But you said so.
At my house, we had this on CD. And this is like literally every weekend, my dad would roll 2 CDs on the stereo when we clean. It would be the James Taylor Greatest Hits and the Billy Joel Greatest Hits. And that covered all of our bases, dude. Mom was James and Dad was Billy. And it was like, a little sensitive, little bit of bratty attitude. This is sick, dude. This is essential to my childhood.
And I'm going to give you something that I think is essential to both our childhoods, too.
Hell yeah.
And think, Butcher.
Dude, you went hard. You snapped. This CD, I literally rinsed this CD. Like, the last tune on this record is called, what's it fucking called? I Thought She Knew. I thought she knew that my world revolved around her. Damn, dude.
They should put you on trouble.
Woo, come on. Wow. I cannot believe you can listen to this for real.
Yeah. Good job.
Also one of my first concerts in 5th grade, dude.
All right.
Wow.
And I got one last gift for you.
You're spoiling me.
Speaking of concerts, I have one last gift, and it is...
Oh, no way. Like a Surgeon 7-inch.
Yeah.
Dude, is Dare to Be Stupid on the back? No way. Backed with, Slime Creatures from Outer Space. No way. Are you kidding? Dude. Weird Al. Dare to Be Stupid. This is obviously the cover of Like a Virgin.
Like a Surgeon.
You really are. You nailed it. This is like, you couldn't this is 3 out of 3 like things that literally I imprinted on my whole childhood.
Yeah. And we don't have too much time left, but I do want to show you something because, I'm bringing it back to your roots. Let's bring it back to your roots a little bit more too. Let's see if you remember this song.
How? Who did you do that? Paul! Paul, this guy just turned my Google Gloves brown. He just pulled up, rolled my windows down. I know. This guy went deep diving, dude. Wow. What? Who's your source? You're good. You don't have to report, but you're good. You're damn good.
Thank you. Well, thanks for taking time to interview. It's been a lot of fun. And before we turn off the camera there, it's been a pleasure. And is there anything else you'd like to say? And obviously you're on tour. Oh, what else you got?
Earworm. I love
Thank you. We love you too.
I love David Marinelli. I love Phineas. I love Louis Capaldi. All of my more famous friends. No, we're just happy to be here, man. It's a tour, or it's an honor to tour. It's a privilege. It's a pleasure. Music. If someone in the front row last night at the Arizona show just goes, "Live music's so fucking tight,"
dude, facts.
I think they're right.
Mm-hmm.